Hi, my name is Taylor Lee, and today I'm going to be showing you how students solve subtraction problems based on different grade level. So students in elementary school solve subtraction problems in different ways based on their grade. So first let's look at second grade. So this is a second grade example of how the student would solve the subtraction problem 200 minus 129. The student used a number line to model the strategy. We're going to subtract hundreds from hundreds, tens from tens, and ones from ones. So how the student went about doing this is the student said, okay, I have 200, so I'm going to put 200 down on my number line. Then I have 100, so I need to subtract 100 from 200. That left them with 100. Then the student looked in the tens place and they realized that there was two tens, so they knew they needed to subtract two tens. So the student said 100 minus 10 is 90, and then 90 minus 10 is 80. Then the student said, okay, I have 9 ones that I need to subtract from 200. So they subtracted 9 ones. So they said 80 minus 79 is 80 minus 1 is 79. 79 minus 1 is 78. 78 minus 1 is 77. 77 minus 1 is 76. 76 minus 1 is 75. 75 minus 1 is 74. 74 minus 1 is 73. 73 minus 1 is 72. And 72 minus 1 is 71. And this is how the student came to the answer 71. Next, we're going to look at how a third grader would subtract 200 minus 129. So for this example, the student used a number line to model the compensation strategy. So the compensation strategy is when the student makes up for another number, or makes the number friendly is a good term to use for this. So what this student did is this student said, okay, I know that there's 200, and I know that 200 minus 100 equals 100. So the student said 200 minus 100 equals 100. Then the student said, okay, I know I have 29 left, so I could say 100 minus 20 because I know that equals 80. Then the student could say, okay, I have 9 left, so if I say 80 minus 5, I know that's 75. And so then the student's like, okay, I know I have 4 left, and oh, okay, so 5 minus 4 is 1, so the answer has to be 71. So this is how the student would come to solve this problem. They used compensation to make numbers friendly of things that they already knew how to subtract to get the answer based on using their number line. The last one we're going to look at is how a fourth grader would go about solving the subtraction problem 200 minus 129. So for this one, the student used an equation to model the standard logarithm strategy. So by fourth grade, students should be using the standard logarithm strategy while still having an understanding of place value and being able to explain place value while subtracting. So what this student did is this student said 0 minus 9. Okay, I can't do 0 minus 9, so I'm going to have to come and borrow from the tens place. So you make this a 9 and this a 10. The student knew to make this a 9 because the student said, okay, well, there's nothing in the tens place either, so I need to take 1 away from the hundreds. So that's why this 2 becomes a 1. Then in the tens place, it would become a 10. But then since you need to borrow 1 from the ones place, the 10 would become a 9. So then the student said 10 minus 9 is 1, 9 minus 2 is 7, and 1 minus 1 is 0. When you ask the student about this, the student should be able to tell you that this 10 represents 10 ones. This 9 represents 9 tens, making it 90. And this 100 represents 100, making it 100. It's really important for students to also, by using this strategy, be able to explain to you the place value and know that this is not just 9. This would mean 90. So the second grade, third grade, and fourth grade strategies show how the student progresses through grade level. So first the student starts out by subtracting each individual piece in second grade. Then in third grade, the student starts to realize, okay, how can I break this number apart to subtract to subtract numbers that I know. And then 4th grade, they actually get to using an actual equation and standard logarithm, and they are able to explain place value and their thinking. Thank you for watching, and this is just 3 examples of how a 2nd grader, 3rd grader, and 4th grader would solve these problems.